Spur.
No need to rush here. They can play for one shot.
Yeah, and I think the way you do it, you're patient as you indicated, and wait until about the 5-second mark before you get into your play.
The timeless Parker and Manu are the 1 and the 2. David Lee is out there with Chris Anderson, and it's Anderson in at the small forward. That's the center, and we're through the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Some incredible work in this one by Blake Griffin. He ended up with... And that'll wrap up our halftime show, the third.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Griffin just having a terrific game. He has 15 points and 2 steals as well. He's showing us those quick hands today, both when he has the ball and when he doesn't.
Clark, you love the fact that he's a terrific distributor, but also, how about those defensive instincts? That's also been excellent today.
And for the Clippers, Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Johnson in at the small forward. And for San Antonio, they've got Matt Barnes, also LaMarcus Aldridge out there. And it's Parker in at the point guard. Count that one. Johnson's got 5 now.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Parker against Paul. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. Number 1, the Spurs. The Clippers in second.
And here we've got 2 teams shooting the ball so well on the season, and neither one hesitates to pull the trigger. This is a great matchup.
And Parker drops them both. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Paul outside. Johnson the screen. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. Jordan dishes to Redick. Jordan with a screen on Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Griffin. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Parker kicks to Simmons. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Parker drives in. He dishes it to Barnes. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Mills, he's checked in for San Antonio. Dishes it to Griffin. Poked loose. To the inside. And the dunk by Barnes.
Hey, guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And, guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Paul goes in. Fader on the way. No good. It's the Spurs taking it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And I know that's a game they'd like to forget. Sort of a tough day for them all the way around.
I don't see any reason they won't be able to rebound from it quickly, though. Quite honestly, I think this is a resilient squad, and they'll bounce back quickly.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Blake Griffin. Coach detailed the ways to ensure he's the one in charge out there. And the rest of the players falling in line behind him. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Well, how about LaMarcus Aldridge in this one? He's got 8 points and a block.
Paul outside. The 15-footer. The rebound by the Spurs. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, Greg, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. And they ended up winning it going away.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Wesley Johnson picks one up. The Spurs have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. The first one falls. Good on both.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
Picked by Griffin, and he lobs it up toward the rim. Soft touch off the glass. Griffin's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
Here's Simmons. He's got 13. Here's Marjanovic, defended by Paul. The pass to Aldridge. The turnaround jumper. Count it. Aldridge has got 10 points.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Bellinelli passes to Paul. Griffin sets the screen for Paul. Just 5 on the clock. And Griffin, here we go.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
San Antonio calls timeout. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for the Clippers. San Antonio's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Here's Mills, and Griffin sends it back. They recover it. Stolen by Rivers. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Rivers has got the ball, and they'll keep possession.
All right, a chance to see stats for Paul. He's been on a tear since the All-Star break, going really to another level. 4th in assists, 8th in steals, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
You talked about it. I mean, he's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not let them down.
Aldridge a screen. And Mills kicks to Aldridge. He used that pick to get in close. Aldridge has got 12 points in the game. And Clark, as we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion. Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
San Antonio making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in. Here's Aldridge on the money from 12 feet away. Aldridge has got the game tied up here for the Spurs.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Picked by Griffin. Rivers with it. He's got 5. Barnes grabs the miss.
Well, I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Wasted no time on that one. And now it's a 3-point Spurs lead.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the 3-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
They set the pick. Mills with the steal. Aldridge up on top. Looking for Ginobili. He gets it there. Mills dishes to Ginobili. Pass to Barnes. The 3. Good work defensively by Johnson. Clippers trail by 3. Paul outside. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Crawford comes in for Marco Bellinelli, and Donald Sloan subbed in for Chris Paul. Johnson with a screen on Ginobili. Rivers. Here's Sloan, covered by Mills. Clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Rivers. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Picked by Lee. And Mills kicks to Lee. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Lee's got his first bucket in this one. Clippers trail by 5. Johnson outside. Pass to Crawford. Anderson with the block. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Anderson with the ball.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
And Sloan kicks to Crawford. Johnson against Lee. And here's Rivers. 8 points for him. Shot clock at 5. Griffin's shot is off. San Antonio with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Anderson passes to Mills. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Mills has got 5.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
On the wing, Johnson, covered by Lee. There's Crawford with the 3. Crawford missing again.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Here's Griffin. And it's in off the backboard. Griffin's got 10 points in just the second half.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Now Mills. 5 points in the game. And it's Anderson atop the key. And here's Anderson for 3. The shot no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
And Mills kicks to Lee. In the corner, it's Ginobili. Missed. Inside.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for him. The points just keep coming for him this quarter, and just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Feet out, and it comes off the front of the rim. Now the Clippers moving it up. Crawford leading the charge. A nice shot by Rivers.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
And Greg, I'm not quite sure why it took them as long as it did to finally get things going, but as we always say, better late than never.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. It's the Spurs Thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Clippers trail by 5. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. And it's Bellinelli in at the small forward. Redick. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Parker. Finished off the break. Parker's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Spurs. L.A. has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Paul dishes to Griffin. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists tonight.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
And Aldridge slams it in.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Puts up the baby hook. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Down low, here's Paul. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
It's tipped and stolen by Jordan. And now Redick pushing it up. No one back to stop him. It's deflected. Goes back up. Paul kicks to Jordan. Here's Bellinelli. And another shot. Anderson outside. He feeds it to Parker. Here's the screen. Just 4 to shoot. Right at the free throw line. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And they continue to add to their lead. They might be ready to pull away.
No surprise from my end. I mean, they've been really good, and they're looking even better at this moment.
Aldridge, the pass to Parker, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Matt Barnes is checked in for San Antonio. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Jordan the screen. Redick against Barnes. From past the arc. Here's Jordan. No luck. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Here's Redick. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. And so here are the Clippers. They trail by 7. Clock at 6. Back to Jordan to the left side wing. The trial can't get that one to fall.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
Excellent use of the screen that time. 20 points for Aldridge.
And the D is having problems stopping the mid-range jumper. They're not really closing out on them as much as they should be.
6 of their last 10 points have come by way of the two-pointer.
Here's Paul off the pick. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists in the game. San Antonio leading by 7. Here's Simmons. Parker up top. Aldridge a screen. Parker with another miss.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Barnes against Paul. Pass to Jordan. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Clippers trail by 7. Paul outside. The dish to Griffin. Jordan with a screen on Aldridge. Oh, trying for it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. And here is Los Angeles now.
San Antonio foul. Simmons. That's his second personal foul.
Now here's Redick. Jordan the screen. Shot clock at 5. The shot.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And his offensive struggles continue. Parker's shot is off.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And Redick kicks to Jordan. Right side, Griffin. That's short off the rim. Spurs leading by 7. Parker dishes to Barnes. Fires the 3. And Parker with the basket on the assist by Barnes. And that's now 20 points for Parker. Los Angeles calls timeout. Look at Tony Parker. What a contribution.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Aldridge a screen. Barnes passes to Simmons. Here's Marjanovic. He's guarded by Johnson. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And it's a 12-point Spurs lead.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Paul outside. Back to Griffin. Paul outside. Looking to end the drought. A rebound by the Spurs. It's Aldridge penetrating. Good. He's now got 10 of 10 from the field.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And again, no good by the Clippers.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him. Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Redick with the bucket.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
San Antonio leading by 12. To the middle. Here's Aldridge. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
The feed to Griffin. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Oh, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
That one is off. Los Angeles making a switch here. Crawford's checked in. And he sinks the second. Here's Simmons. Mills with it. Step back shot. Misses off the left iron. Here's Jordan. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're leading by 11. 1:56 left to play in the final quarter. The Spurs making a switch here. 16 feet away. Here's Aldridge. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge. And so he makes both from the line.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Paul kicks to Griffin. And he uses the glass on the layup. Griffin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his... And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
G8, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
Big time play at the basket right there, fellas.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Kept alive. Here's Anderson. And he makes good on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 13.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low. Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort. And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Spurs.
On a given night, 1 or 2 guys might have the off night from the line, but today the team did a much better job with their free throws.
They did not lose focus, and that made a huge difference in the result.
And you can hardly say this win surprised anyone with the season these guys have put together. Win after win all year long. What a record-breaking year this team has put together. A season for the record books.
And in this era of unparalleled parity, it takes a lot to sweep an opponent in 4 straight games. But that's exactly how they finished off their season series tonight against the Clippers.
And what a huge standout performance it was for LaMarcus Aldridge. He came out and let everyone know that points would be hard to come by with the way he swatted away shots and protected the rim.
Back to Crawford. To the inside. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Ginobili. And that one's good.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Guys, I'm here with Tony Parker. And Tony, there was an intensity to the way this team played. Were you guys amped up?
We were motivated tonight. You know, today we want a mission. We want to make a statement. And we played great basketball, great ball movement, everybody.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LaMarcus Aldridge. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded. What'd you like about his performance, Shaq?
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
When LaMarcus Aldridge gets rolling, it's always going to be a tough night for the opposing team. He is about as complete as you can get on the low block. And there are very few power forwards in the NBA that can run the floor as well as he does. He's a franchise player, plain and simple, and they just couldn't come up with an answer for him tonight.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for